but that, and it takes some.
Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson, it's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. From Grass Lake Community Schools Superintendent Dr. Nick Angel with administrators Joel Smith and Christy Orban. From Jackson Antique Mall Antiques and Collectibles experts Tim Boss. From Wellwise Services Area Agency on Aging CEO Julie Weatherby. From the Jackson YMCA Youth Program staffers Sam Hunt and Molly Hartel. And from Trinity United Methodist Church for their Blue Mass, Michael Austin and Joy Anderson. And now, here's Bart.
Thank you very much, David Rice, and good afternoon. Welcome, and Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Nice to have you with us today on a mild Monday. 48 degrees now, and the threat of rain is with us for most of the afternoon. The fog took forever to lift, and it's still foggy. Our high today, 52, and windy. That'll help with the fog. Chance of rain, 80% today. Rain again tonight, overnight, and a low of 33 degrees. Tuesday, cloudy, and still above normal, 40 degrees for our high. Now, Wednesday, snow. And it's possible we'll have a white Christmas if the snow on Wednesday and Wednesday night hangs on for a week. And it's possible because we will have below freezing temperatures pretty much up to Christmas. So keep your fingers crossed if you're hoping for a white Christmas. The amount of snow on Wednesday and Wednesday night is maybe an inch. Then Thursday, 31 with clouds. Snow showers back on Thursday night and Friday. And a partly sunny weekend with high temperatures on both Saturday and Sunday at 25. There you have it. Today's forecast brought to you by Kelly Express. Kelly Express has a lot of great stocking stuffers, including lottery tickets. The scratch-offs make great stocking stuffers. And they've got a great pizza special as you are busy getting ready for Christmas. How about picking up a pair of pizzas at South Street, Jefferson Road, Grass Lake, Napoleon, and County Farm Road. Two-item pizzas, $25.99 at Kelly Express. And Kelly Express also has the gas cards, gift cards. Those are awesome as well. The Mega Millions is up to how much, Brandon?
I have no clue. It's over like 700 million or
It's
something?
up around 700 million.
Yeah, over 700
maybe
million.
670 million. It's a big one for tomorrow night. Let's look outside. We've got the sky cam, and there's that fog.
Mm-hmm.
It won't go away. A number of schools actually had delayed start today because of the low visibility. Well, I can't believe it. We're halfway through the month of December already, and we are a week and 2 days away from Christmas. Today is Boston Tea Party Day, and I noticed there was a restaurant on a list of defunct restaurants that didn't make it, and it was called the Boston Sea Party, a seafood restaurant, and I thought, what a great name, the Boston Sea Party. It was a chain. It didn't make it. And the reason we have Boston Tea Party Day today, on this day in 1773, during the American Revolution, the Tea Party occurred when protesters in Boston dumped heavily taxed British tea in Boston Harbor, and they were part of British rule at the time. In 2010, the last episode of Larry King Live aired. 2010, and made me wonder, when did Larry King die? It was 11 years later in 2021. On this day in 2009, the U.S. premiere of the blockbuster movie Avatar, described as the movie with the blue people, was released, and it set box office records. It was the most successful film, holding the title of highest grossing film of all time for nearly a decade. On this day in 1993, Schindler's List debuted a week before Christmas. Interesting. Not a Christmas movie. And on this day in 2001, Italy's Leaning Tower of Pisa reopened after a $27 million and 11-year effort to fortify the tower without taking out the lean. They took out a little bit of the lean, but there it is in 2001 after it reopened. And the tower, of course, is famous for the photo opportunity that millions have availed themselves of. A pretty nice job of, yeah. But the tower, it's interesting. I wondered why it leaned. And it turns out that they began building the tower in the 12th century. And the architect likely did not realize that the word Pisa, some people pronounce it pizza, Pisa is an ancient Etruscan word meaning marshy land. So, yeah, it could have been called the Leaning Tower of Marsh because they built it on a marsh. So right away, halfway through while they were building it, it started to lean. So they decided, well, let's put more stones over on this side, and it caused the tower to sink in even further. And they just, but it almost fell over. The lean was corrected. They still wanted it to lean because, it was great for tourism, but they brought it up a little bit. You can go in it, but it's not recommended. I wouldn't go in it. Would you go in it?
Probably not.
No, I don't think so. They did allow, there were tours in it for a while, but then it started leaning some more. Today in the J, we've got two things. One, the Angels at the Ella lighting ceremony from 5 till 7 tonight. The tree lighting will actually be at 6 p.m. You're invited to join the Ella staff and the community at Farm Lane at the Ella Sharp Museum. Starting at 5 o'clock, they will have complimentary hot cocoa and hot dogs. Only at Christmas does hot cocoa and hot dogs go together. Trees will be lit at 6 p.m. Angels at the Ella allows family members to sponsor a tree in remembrance of a loved one this holiday season. They've been selling the trees since December 10th, and today will be the tree lighting. And those trees will be displayed on Farm Lane starting tonight through the end of 2024. And Night Lights continues tonight at Michigan International Speedway. That's Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. Our sponsor of the day today is Hampton Funeral Home. Thanks to the Hampton family and Hampton Funeral Homes for sponsoring programming here on JTV, a very fine, reputable family and firm operating for many years here in our community. Thanks so much to Hampton Funeral Homes that provide a great experience for families really at a tough time. The St. John Cemetery held the annual Wreaths Across America. St. John Catholic Cemetery, one of over 4,600 cemeteries across the country participating in this tribute, which started at Arlington National Cemetery. Volunteers raised funds to purchase memorial wreaths to commemorate the lives of the 2,300 veterans laid to rest at St. John Cemetery. Great way to honor those who served and have served in the armed forces. Many people came to participate, and it was great because not only were we able to sponsor a memorial wreath through a donation, but you were also able to participate by placing the wreaths on the gravestones, grave sites of our veterans. Still time to participate. It's a very expensive endeavor, and St. John Catholic Cemetery appreciates your help. You can send a check payable to Wreaths Across America to the cemetery's office, which is 403 East South Street, Jackson, 49203. More photos online from JTV's Sarah Scaife at jtv.tv in the ORS photo galleries. Also this past weekend was the Pious Union of St. Joseph presenting their live nativity. A chilly night last night in Grass Lake as this fourth annual live nativity was performed. A little foggy and misty and damp and chilly, but a nice turnout of those who were able to witness a reenactment of the first Christmas. Even baby Jesus, a live baby Jesus, was there, and a llama, goats, cows. Brandon, what kind of animal is that with the furry legs?
It looks kind of like a llama, doesn't it?
It looks like a llama. I can't tell.
It looks like a llama to me, but
Need to
quite
see the
furry.
face.
Yeah.
Thanks to all the.
Oh,
it's an
alpaca.
alpaca.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well,
Thank you,
we're going to have to
Austin.
do some research on the difference between an alpaca and a llama, and I'm sure someone knows. Camels, I know, they've got the humps. More photos from the event are available online as well. Also this past weekend, Andy Holly and myself attended a world premiere of a Hallmark movie called Christmas at the Roanoke Ranch. And the world premiere actually held at the Roanoke Ranch. And there Andy and I are with the star who participated in the premiere. Do you recognize who that is?
I know you told me. I think my parents know her. Yes.
I'll give you a
forgot her
hint. She played Sissy on Family Affair. Where's my poster? Where's my my poster?
Did someone take it? This is your autograph poster.
My autograph poster. So the actual ranch is, and Andy and I, we thought we had small parts in the movie, and it turns out that we had pretty big parts.
Yeah.
Half the movie takes place here at JTV, and the other half of the movie takes place at the Roanoke Ranch in Lowell, Michigan. There's Ben Tripp, who was in a scene, and Austin Curtis also had lines in the movie. So I can tell you that people have asked, when are we going to be able to see this movie? It's going to be released in July, and we're working on potentially having a premiere here in Jackson at the Michigan Theater. But Kathy Garver is the star. She played the owner of the ranch, and people that worked at JTV had a big part in that. The ranch was going to be featured on a Christmas Eve feel-good story that would generate donations to save the ranch. Well, an item of newsworthiness threatened to bump the feel-good story off the air on Christmas Eve, and well, you'll have to see the movie to find out what happens.
Do you think we can get her on the show now that you two are buddies?
Yes,
Is it
Kathy.
possible? Can you make that happen?
Yes, Kathy Garver has already agreed to come on the show.
Wonderful.
Yep, we've asked her, and she said yes, and it was really neat. They did a wonderful job. The Roanoke Ranch is an incredible organization. It's a 501c3 nonprofit, and they have 20, 30 horses, and they provide an experience for those kids who are suffering through either poverty, health issues, so many other things. And they host people, and they never charge anybody anything, but they are always seeking funds to help with their mission. So check them out, RoanokeRanch.com, and we'll have more on when you might be able to see the movie, but it will be on TV as one of the Hallmark Christmas movies starting next July. But what else, Brendan, did we have this weekend? Oh, quite a few things. Be sure, check out jtv.tv for all the lowdown of the weekend festivities, and be sure and stay with us as well in the days ahead. A lot of Christmas activities, Christmas and holiday concerts and so on yet to happen this week. Thanks to Tri-County Water for the great water in the County National Bank green room today and every day. And in our green room right now are our first 3 guests from Grass Lake Schools. We have Superintendent Nick Angel, along with the brand new principal at George Long Elementary School. That is, there he is, Joel Smith. And Christy Orban, who is the head of the Little Warriors Preschool. They're all in their Christmas sweaters and join me in just a few moments. Tim Boss will be here from the Jackson Antique Mall. We've got Julie Weatherby, the CEO of Allwise Services Area Agency on Aging. Sam Hunt and Molly Hartel from the Jackson YMCA and youth programs. And Michael Austin and Joy Anderson are working on the Blue Christmas with Trinity United Methodist Church, and they're on the show here today. All this and more on JTV. Great to have you with us. We get started right after this.